Welcome to our Varsity and Junior Varsity Athletic Awards presentation, which will honor our student athletes. I would like to thank Mr. Aspergen, Mr. Caruso, Mr. Shop for providing an environment that allows our student athletes to excel in the classroom and on the playing fields and courts. Special thank you to Hans Smelk, our athletic trainer, for getting our athletes back on the courts and fields in a timely fashion. I would also like to thank our coaches and parent volunteers for their time and talent working with our student athletes this past year. As a school, we continue to have an amazing participation rate of well over 70% at the middle school and high school level. The class of 2020 has produced 8 college commitments. I would like to recognize Isabella Garcia at this time. Isabella is a Seacrest nominee for the Collier County Winged Foot Award. The Winged Foot Award is presented to the top student athletes in Collier County. Isabella is a recipient of a $5,000 scholarship. She will now be interviewed along with all candidates from all Collier schools, and the overall winner will receive a $10,000 scholarship. I would also like to thank Bill Richards for being the voice of the Stingrays throughout the school year. Our athletic recipients this evening will be receiving either a varsity letter certificate or varsity participation certificate. Those who've earned a varsity letter will receive a letter once during their high school career. They will also receive a chevron for each year of participation at the varsity level. The fall and winter coaches will also be presenting individual specialty awards to their team members this evening, and we will also be presenting the Jeffrey Ortiz Award and the Barry Hastings Award. Again, thank you for your time this evening. Now sit back and enjoy the presentation. JV boys baseball and head coach Ridge Dulitz.
So, although we weren't able to play our full JV baseball season this year, I'm really happy with the development that many of our players made. We had quite a few guys make it up to varsity this year, played a few innings, got some reps up there, and that's what it's all about. You know, we're looking to develop a sustainable program here where these kids can come into the JV level, learn our system, learn our philosophy, and then that way they're ready to transition into the varsity level. And I'm certainly really excited to see where these players will take us over the next couple of years. I think the level of motivation and dedication this year was at an all-time high, given that our varsity team was in the state championship game last year. And I think really the sky's the limit with the Seacrest baseball program. I think we're heading in the right direction, and we've really got a great group of guys in there at the varsity level who lead the way for our JV players as well, and I appreciate that. Thank you guys for an awesome season. I'm really looking forward to working with you in the off season and as well as getting back to it next year. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming out this evening. It's my pleasure to introduce the baseball team, which I double as the head coach. I'd like to thank my assistants, Ridge Dulitz, Pedro Lopez, and David DeNorcia. Also, Mr. Darvin Jackson. Without those gentlemen, we couldn't do what we do here. You know, really, obviously, short season with the challenging times out there and the situation we are all in across the world right now. So, you know, I miss you guys, and I miss being out there every day and, you know, just having fun on that field. You know, this to me is a season without closure. You know, we lost last year in the state title game against arguably the best pitcher in the country. We had set ourselves a challenge, called it unfinished business. And this team, led by its 5 tremendous seniors, really took to it. They started immediately over the summer, putting the work in the off season, in the fall, in the winter, just relentless work in the weight room, 6:30 a.m. workouts, sometimes 2 days where we do field work in the afternoon. And it showed. It showed we were off to the best start in school history. 9-1 when we got shut down. And, you know, ranked #1 by the High School Baseball Network in Southwest Florida. And, you know, I always tell the boys the only ranking that counts is the final one. Well, gentlemen, that is the final one. So be proud of what you've accomplished and what was done this year. Again, thank you to our seniors. We will miss them, specifically, you know, Joey DeNorcia and Kyle Kruk and Daniel Nassib. You guys have been in this program 7 years. You helped lead the way. and set the bar high from year to year. We appreciate that. Brandon Espinosa was fortunate to join us as a freshman and put 4 years in the program. He'll have the opportunity to play beyond this level, so we're excited for him. And also DJ Jermaine, who joined us this year as a senior, all came together and helped carry this team. So thank you, gentlemen, for all your help. I'd just like to tell everyone to stay safe and healthy during these uncharted times. Thanks. Introducing boys basketball. Head coach, Mr. Bill Carruth, assisted by Mr. John Houlihan.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy during our times of not being in school on a regular basis. I sincerely miss everybody. I'd like to talk to you quickly about this year's boys basketball team. This is my 3rd year at Seacrest, and going into the season, I was a little bit uncertain about what kind of team we had. But as we grew close to the first day of practice, I had a feeling that things were going to work out well, and this team was going to gel. And this November, this past November was without a doubt the best preseason I've had in my 3 years at Seacrest. Everybody really worked hard. Just things were going along really well. And in the 3rd week in November, we had our tip-off classic, and we won both games by an average of about 30 points. And we opened up the season, and we went 3-1 in our first 4 games, and our only loss was a tough loss to a very good Fort Myers team that almost got to the Final Four. So everything was kind of going according to plan, but sometimes things are out of your control, like injuries and sickness. And after that 4th game, we had some players, some key players get injured. Other points of the season, we had some key players out for games due to sickness. And after that 4th game, we only had our starting lineup together, only 1 game the rest of the season. As a result, we had some struggles on the win-loss end of the season, and we had a very, very tough schedule. In spite of all that, when we got to the end of the season, we only missed the playoffs by 1 spot. Came down to the last week of the season, we lost a couple tough games. Winning one of those games would have got us into the state playoffs. So this team really had a battle adversity, and in the end, the most important thing about this group was they were a really great group of kids. We formed great relationships, and I think we learned lots of life lessons. And I'd really like to thank all the players and their parents, because I truly enjoyed all of you. And as a coach, as bad as you want to win or lose, the relationships you have with your players and parents, when you look back, really makes your season either quote unquote good or bad. And I really did enjoy all of our players and families this year. We have a couple of awards we're going to give out. I've given this award out before. It's called the Iron Man Award, and it's fitting for a season like this year where only 1 player, just like last season, played in every game. And the Iron Man Award for this year goes to Michael Schmidt, who played the most minutes and played in every game, and really hardly ever came out of any game. And I really want to thank you, Michael. You're a senior this year, and thanks for all your hard work this year on our team. We also would like to give out Most Valuable Player Award, and this year we decided to do a co-MVP. And sometimes to find out how valuable a player is, you find out how valuable they are when they're not on the court. And even last summer and this season, we just always noticed when these players weren't on the court, we just weren't quite as good a lot of times. And I'd like to congratulate our co-MVPs for this year's team, Serge Kapunovic and Matt Riley. Great season, guys. Thanks for your hard work. And Serge, congratulations to you. You're a senior also, like Michael, and good luck to you in the future as you're going to be signing to play at Ellsworth College in Iowa. So it's great to have somebody in our program be able to play at the next level. And we have some other younger players that are underclassmen that we hope will have the same opportunities as you. Thanks, everybody. We look forward to our current sophomores, juniors, and freshmen working hard and getting ready for next year.
Introducing boys cross country. Head coach, Mr. Nick Pohl.
Hi, my name is Nick Pohl, and I am the head coach of our cross-country teams. This was my 9th year coaching, and it was we came into this season with a great experience from last year, having made the state meet, and so you begin a new season with hopes and dreams of continuing that success. And while we didn't necessarily achieve those goals, this team had a very good time together. We went to several new meets throughout the state. So we had some travel over to Boca, up to Lakeland for to fill out our season. We had some good times on those road trips, and I very much enjoyed. Sometimes those are the moments where you're bonding with a team more than the actual workouts and the actual races. So we very much enjoyed our travel together. We had some great experiences, and we saw everybody make some nice improvements throughout the season. This year we had one athlete advance to regionals. That was Justin Merrill. Justin battled with an injury throughout the season, and which was a frustrating situation, I think, for him and for me, given that he had made the state meet the prior 2 years, but he persevered and finished out the season. He was 20th at the regional meet. I've got one award for our team this year, and that is the Coaches Award. And I'm giving the Coaches Award to Daniel Nassif for his consistency in showing up to practice. I think every day, if I remember right, he did not miss a single practice this season, and his commitment to the team was there throughout the year. He was the only athlete that came to a couple of summer workouts. He was the one that was always early, often at school before me. So Daniel definitely showed what it means to be a committed athlete this year. And so I want to congratulate him on that valuable characteristic of his. I want to congratulate the rest of this team for the hard work that they put in, and thank them for their commitment to getting up so early and doing morning practices. And I look forward to what is to come with the program in the future. We will find out. So I thank you very much for a great year, and have a wonderful summer.
Introducing varsity golf and head coach, Mr. Mark Trenkamp.
Hi, my name is Mark Trenkamp, and I am here to acknowledge our Seacrest golf team. We had a challenging season over the last couple of years. We've had some players graduate and move on to college, and I'm sure they were some of the greatest players in the history of Seacrest High School. So it's really been a rebuilding year for us. But there was one player in particular I wanted to acknowledge for the last 2 years. He's just always showed up. He showed an amazing amount of maturity and perseverance. And for that, I want him to have the Coaches Award, and that would be Tyler Myers. So congratulations, Tyler. It's really been a privilege working with you for the last couple of years, and especially this last season. The other player I wanted to acknowledge is for our Stingray Pride Spirit Award. And this player had some issues during the season because he had an injury from playing soccer, but it didn't dampen his enthusiasm. And he was always a bright spot every time he showed up. And that award goes to Christian Fisher. So I just want to say what a privilege it was to be involved with the team again this year. And I want to acknowledge Doug Brown and Bears Paw Country Club for being our host course. And thank you so much for letting me be involved.
Introducing boys varsity soccer and head coach, Mr. John Howard.
Good afternoon, Seacrest seniors. This is Coach Howard, boys varsity soccer coach. What an amazing season we had. It was a season of up, downs, everything in between. The Seacrest boys team was a very close group of young men who played with incredible heart all season. I was very blessed and proud to be a part of this team. and help them along. The season, I think these guys propelled themselves even farther than any of them thought they would be able to go. And we couldn't have done it without some of the incredible leaders on the team that we had. So with that said, today I would like to recognize a couple of these leaders. The first one would be the Coaches Award, which would go to Dwight Zafra. I understand this is Dwight's second sport, and it's only his second season playing, but what an amazing job this young man did in goal, and really helped keep us in a lot of the games that were very close, and was a huge part of the upset against St. John Newman Catholic, and giving us that second round berth into the districts. So thank you, Dwight. Amazing job this season. I look forward to see how you grow over the next season. The second award is the Stingray Award, and that one goes to Daniel Nassif. Man, a leader both on and off the field. What a great kid. His demonstration and determination of leadership in the defense was absolutely essential to our season, and really right there in front of Dwight the whole time, helping him and helping the rest of the defense keep the ball to the back of the net. So much deserved there. And then finally, the MVP goes to Christian Fisher. From day one, Christian was the clear leader of the squad. All the boys looked up to him. He kept everybody motivated. He kept them focused, both on and off the field. He just proved himself to be a great asset, not only to his teammates, but to me as well. And for that, I'm forever thankful. I would also like to congratulate Christian on his signing at Bellarmine University. And I'm sure he'll have great success, both academically and athletically. I really look forward to being able to hopefully maybe go up and visit him and see him play. So thank you all. Congratulations to all the seniors, but especially these three young men who really just were part of the heart and soul of this team, and just meant a lot to me. So and to their teammates. So congratulations to all. Hope you have a great rest of the year, and best of luck on your future endeavors. I'm sure you boys will do great.
Introducing girls varsity soccer and head coach, Miss Louise Pearson, assisted by Mr. Owen Gemmer.
When I first agreed to do the girls' soccer program at Seacrest, I was not quite sure what to expect. How would a team of different ages and experience work? Would we get enough girls? Would they understand my English accent or words? Boots, not cleats. Football, not soccer. Pitch, not field. It took them a while. However, I needn't have worried. Your personalities outshone any differences that I had imagined. It has been an absolute pleasure working with every single one of you. Before I start, I would like to say ta-ta for now to the wonderful seniors. Elena, Olivia, Issa, Livy, and Sydney. I wish I'd met you years earlier. And I know you are going on an amazing journey that's life, but if any of you are staying in Southwest Florida, you are welcome on the field anytime. Good luck with all that you do. I'd also like to thank Mr. Gemmer for being my assistant throughout the season. You were a great help and inspiration to the girls. Talking of the girls, as a team, we had wins, draws, and losses. But for me, our whole season was a victory. Every one of you gave everything to the team, even when I pushed you for more. You all developed individually and as a squad. One of the best moments for me was when I heard girls from another school saying, "Watch out, it's not the same Seacrest team." That's when I knew we must be doing something right. I'm just the driver and you girls are the engine. I sincerely hope to see you all in the fall, suited and booted in our Stingray Strong pink uniform. So to the awards, it was really tough to make a decision, but here we go. Top offensive player, or attacking as I know it. This one took some pondering. What makes a good attacker? Your top goal scorer? Someone who is quick? No, it's more than that. It's someone with creativity, someone who is aware of what is happening in the game and knows when to move the ball forward or pass, someone who is always getting themselves or the ball into a goal-scoring position for the team to take the chances and score. You need vision and passion. This young lady had all of these and more. She showed grit and determination and had an infectious, happy disposition that made training a pleasure. Her one-line funny comments and impromptu dancing made me giggle on many occasions. Miss Elena Selane. The next award is for top defensive player. This needed someone who is strong and committed and able to see the game and see the danger. Someone with tenacity who plays with consistency and discipline. Two ladies stood out in my mind for all of the above and for their leadership, both verbally and by example, for their braveness against some very powerful and experienced players, for both getting hit in the face with balls and still coming out fighting. Miss Melanie Bello and Miss Chelsea Bluestein. That brings me to my last award, Coach's Choice. For her commitment to training, her self-motivation to improve, her dedication to helping and encouraging the team, her accomplishment and mastering of foot skills, her ability to be self-critical and then search for solutions. Even though sometimes she was doing all she could, one of your team captains and superstar midfielder, Miss Aaliyah Dusham. Congratulations to you all. I look forward to next season. Enjoy your summer, stay pink and true to yourselves. Watch out for communication from me in July regarding your fitness and training programs. We're going to be starting early, ladies, and getting ready for an early October start. Thank you all. Enjoy your summer.
Now an introduction for a very special award, the Jeffrey Ortiz Memorial Award, presented by Mrs. Kristen Minder and Mrs. Maria Klink.
Hello, I am Maria Klink, and this is Kristen Minder. We are also here today with Jose Ortiz, our Seacrest Fields manager. Kristen and I are the alumni coordinators, and we are here to present the Jeffrey Ortiz Memorial Scholarship. With each passing year, there are more of you in the Seacrest community who never got to meet Jeffrey Ortiz. You never saw him pitch, never saw him dance in his white Saturday Night Fever tux, and never had your hair cut in the one and only on-campus hair salon called Big Poppy's. It is too bad so many of you never met Jeffrey, because if you had met him, you would remember him and his compassion for others. He was indeed an unforgettable young man, not only for the things he did, but for the way he did those things. A fun-loving, engaging, creative, and talented and dedicated athlete, Jeffrey certainly left his mark on the Seacrest community and on many of our hearts. When Jeffrey was suddenly taken from us in December of 2014, his death shocked and saddened this entire community. His life inspired his classmates and teammates, and so the Jeffrey Ortiz Memorial Scholarship was created. Also, the alumni softball game supports the Jeffrey Ortiz Memorial Scholarship, and we continue that in his honor. Jeffrey Ortiz's legacy has grown strong and throughout our community. Currently, FSW will be awarding a scholarship in Jeffrey's honor to a deserving Collier County student athlete as well.
It was determined that the Jeffrey Ortiz Scholarship would be awarded to the graduating senior who has been a committed athlete for his or her entire upper school career, a positive and actively involved member of the school community, and a student who consistently exhibits a spirit of joy and compassion. This year's award recipient is someone who always has a helping hand ready and quick with a welcoming smile. This person brings a sense of humor that matches their charismatic demeanor. They are an older sibling who watches over their younger ones and is always a good role model. Along with Jeffrey's father, we respectfully present the 2020 Jeffrey Ortiz Memorial Scholarship to Brandon Espinoza. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Introducing girls softball. Head coach, Mr. John Kruk, assisted by Jacqueline Trainer, Mr. Rob Platt, and Mr. Paul Sladig.
Hi, this is Coach Crook, coach of the Seacrest softball team. It stinks what happened. Season got cut short, but better safe than sorry. I really feel bad, though, for Annabelle Mello, Sophia Hilton, the two seniors on her team that won't get to finish their senior seasons. Both of them been with the Seacrest program for a long time, so we're really going to miss both those kids with leadership and their love for Seacrest softball team. The rest of you, hopefully we'll see you all next year. If we get to play next year, and we will have a modified senior day for both Annabelle and Sophia whenever we get the chance. So hopefully we'll see you all next year, all of you back next year, and continue that battle to try to win a state championship.
Introducing boys and girls varsity swimming. Head coach, Mr. Christian Steinwartz, assisted by Mr. Doug Brown and Mr. Troy Kales.
Hey Seacrest, Doug Brown here, standing in for Coach Christian, who is stuck in his home country of South Africa without Wi-Fi. So I'm here to hand out the awards for swimming this year. First of all, I just want to say amazing job to all the swimmers that just worked their tails off last year, and we're looking forward to a great season coming up. So, going into the awards for the girls, the Stingray Pride Award goes to Olivia Westervelt. The Coaches Award for the girls, Juliana Zagara. And Most Valuable Swimmer for the girls, Elizabeth Morris. Going to the boys, Stingray Pride Award, Will Richards. Going to the Coaches Award, Nate Caruso. And Most Valuable Swimmer for the boys, Bryce Hemmerett. Awesome job, everybody. Go Stingrays.
Introducing boys varsity tennis. Head coach, Mrs. Luann Fisher.
Luann Fisher. I'm the varsity boys tennis coach. I first want to give a shout out to our seniors who came into this season with some unfinished business. Sean Kamashev went undefeated in singles last year and unfortunately had a season-ending injury before the state tournament that he qualified for. And with his doubles partner, senior Ryan Talano, they both left last season, just games away from qualifying for states in doubles. I had no doubt that they were getting ready to go down that pathway, so it was unfortunate that our season wrapped up early under these circumstances in our world. But just want to congratulate those two. Ryan is going to be continuing his tennis at Oxford University, and Sean will be heading back to serve his country, and blessings for both of them. Also had great young talent with our young players on the team, two middle schoolers, Jack Walzer and Cooper Plum, and then also underclassmen Kian Khan and Chris Grum. They are great assets to our team, and we look forward to them continuing their high school seasons next year and so forth. But congratulations on your varsity letters to all of you guys, and we hope to see you back on the tennis court soon.
Introducing girls varsity tennis, and head coach, Mr. Oliver Lander.
Hello, everyone. Hello, staff. Hello, faculty. Hello, student athletes. Hello, helpers. Hello, parents. Hello, people involved in Seacrest and the end of the season ceremony. First off, would like to thank everyone who was involved in the boys and the girls tennis teams. I felt like we really worked together as a team in different kinds of situations, and we were really able to accomplish a lot in a very small period of time. And started working on basics of of creating a nice environment for a team. Um, I really appreciate this kind of environment, especially as a first year varsity coach. And I'm really grateful for the support from everyone that I've received personally. So next, I'd like to introduce my roster. It's going to go from freshman to senior, even though we don't have a senior, we have juniors. But in terms of results, we got into a kind of rough start at the beginning with half of our team either injured or out of competition because of health-related issues. Regardless, one match we showed up with 4 girls, which was interesting, but we still competed really well, and we almost came out with the W. And moving on, the next couple matches, we can feel like we competed really well, and we're able to get some W's, and that was really, really inspiring to see, even with half the roster and the girls really competing against the best of our district, and still making a really good run in the competition. I really felt we were coming together as a team as we were coming into the core of our season. And unfortunately, obviously, we had to cut it short, but I've really felt like that we were competing really well, and players were starting to get healthy, and players were starting to take competition very seriously and starting to get into competition, which I found very great. And I found that we were having also success in different spots of the lineup. And yeah, it was great. And so I really felt like we were moving into a direction of more success in terms of results, just because we were actually getting our team back. So yeah, it was a very exciting time to just kind of cut up the season, because I felt like it was the best yet to come. But there's also season next year, and I feel like with everyone coming back and competing and practicing the way they were at the end of the season, I felt like that things were really moving into a direction of success and good results, and the results that we want. And yeah, with that being said, I'm really humbled, and I'm grateful to spend time, with all the players on the team, and wish you all the success and all the things that you're striving for in this next chapter of your life. So thank you for the experience, and take care. Have a nice summer, and go Rays.
Introducing boys and girls track and field. Head coach, Mr. Nick Pohl, assisted by Mr. Mario Mendoza and Mr. Steve Mazula.
My name is Nick Pohl, and I'm also the head coach of track and field. Our season was cut short due to the coronavirus, but I still want to make sure I recognize our athletes who participated, and that especially includes our seniors. We were fortunate to compete in 3 meets before our season came to an end in March. Our last day of school on March 13th, we were supposed to leave for South Fort Myers. That meet ended up being canceled, so we did our own meet simulation. Little did we realize that was the last time we would get to compete against ourselves, let alone be together as a team. We had a couple of meet victories from Bex in high jump, and we scored points at a couple of big meets in other events. We had several new personal bests established early in the season by Will Richards in both throws, Serge Kapunovich in shot put, breaking his own school record in his first meet of the season. Alan Vandersloos in the 100 dipped under 12. Heidi launched a new best in long jump, Saffron in discus, and John Murphy in the 100. We also had a nice group of new athletes come out and make an immediate impact on the team. The season was shaping up to be an exciting one, but alas, here we are. I want to recognize and thank our seniors. Saffron Buxton and Sarah Miller joined track to push themselves in something new, and they relished the challenge. Christian Fisher dabbled in running off and on throughout his school years because, if you didn't know, soccer players are good runners and they're fast. Speaking of fast soccer players, Alan Vandersloos first started track in 6th grade and insisted on only throwing because he hated running so much. Fast forward 7 years, and he was our fastest sprinter. Serge Kapunovich came out for track because he was told to do so by several people and ended up going to state last year and setting a new school record in shot put. And lastly, Julian Gonzalez has been an important part of our team for 7 years. He qualified for middle school state in the long jump and was a 2-time regional qualifier in the 110 high hurdles. However, injuries were always getting in the way of his progress. And while the sport he loved so much wouldn't cooperate, he didn't let that stop him from sharing his love for the sport, sharing his knowledge with his teammates, and teaching younger athletes about events and the skills needed for them. All of these seniors will be missed, and the track won't be the same without them. I want to thank all of our athletes for participating this spring, and can do now is look forward to our next season and do our best to keep improving. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful summer.
Introducing JV Volleyball and head coach at Seacrest alumni, Ms. Valerie Gonzalez. Introducing Varsity Volleyball, head coach, Mr. Jan Klaas, assisted by Ms. Valerie Gonzalez.
Hey everybody, it's Coach Val here representing girls volleyball. I want to start off by saying hope everyone's staying safe and healthy, and that we miss everybody very much, both Coach Jan and I. And on behalf of Coach Jan and I, we want to say a huge thank you to everybody from last season. You guys were such a great group of girls, both varsity and JV. And I know I miss training with you guys. I know Coach Jan misses training with you guys because you guys were just so fun, so energetic, but also hardworking and very dedicated. And we were very lucky to be able to coach such a great group of girls. And although we're going to miss our seniors from this past season, we are very excited to see what our upcoming season has in store for us. And can't wait to see everyone back out at tryouts once everything is, up and running again. And again, just thank you for last season. It was amazing. It was successful. It was just a great season. With that being said, our awards. First with JV, our JV MVP goes to Alexa Haley. Congrats, Lexi. Our JV Coaches Award goes to Haiti Melendez. Congrats, Haiti. And then on our varsity awards, our varsity MVP goes to Brianna Rivas. Congrats, Bree. For our varsity Stingray Pride, we are giving that to Amy Bruton. Congrats, Amy. Sad to see you go, but good luck with your next chapter. Our Varsity Coaches Award goes to Sophia Caruso. Congrats, Sophia. And then our Varsity Most Improved Award goes to Carol Ann Hussey. Congrats, Carol. Just want to say, again, a huge thank you to everyone this past season. I can't wait to get back on the court with you guys. I know Coach Jan is very anxious to get back on the court with you guys as well. Him and I talk all the time, and we are very excited to see what we are capable of this upcoming season. Everybody stay safe, please, and stay healthy. Finish up the school year strong. Can't wait to see everybody again. Bye.
Introducing our second very special award, the Barry G Hastings Award, presented by Mr. Howard Schott.
Barry Hastings was a crucial part of the Seacrest community. As a parent and board chairman, he spent countless hours and endless energy in the name of Seacrest. He loved our school. As a way to recognize the profound influence and legacy he has left, we created the Barry G. Hastings Award. This award is presented to an outstanding male or female athlete at Seacrest Country Day School. This most prestigious award recognizes and honors a student athlete who has made outstanding contributions to Seacrest in the area of athletics, academic achievement, and leadership. This year's Barry G. Hastings Award is given to Joseph DiNarcia.
Wrap up this great evening tonight honoring our student athletes. I'd just like to thank everyone for spending this evening with us. Stay healthy during these uncharted times. We will see you on the fields and the courts next school year.